Now that the Detroit Red Wings are comfortably inside their new home at Little Caesars Arena, it's time to clean out the Joe and sell off what's left inside. Beginning on Saturday through Deck 16, fans will have the opportunity to bid on various pieces of Joe Louis Arena memorabilia. Some of the items available include player lockers, various arena signs, banners and photos, and a puck freezer. But the coolest item up for auction, aside from this player's lounge toaster which may have been used to toast bagels by the likes of Steve Yzerman and Nick Lidstrom, is definitely what hung above the ice for so many years. That's right, you can own Al the Octopus. If you're going to pony up and give Al a new home, there's a removal handling fee of $300, but if you're already putting out the cash for the giant Red Wings mascot, what's another couple $100? And you've got to pick it up yourself. Fortunately, the octopus comes in parts, so you'll just have to worry about finding enough rope to tie down his head to the roof of your car. Al would make a great addition to any backyard rink, neighborhood rooftop or local hill to scare outsiders away. It'll pair nicely with the San Jose Sharks mascot head they skate through before games should that ever become available. Sean Leahy is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at pitblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at Sean Leahy. Player of the night Sergei Bobrovsky. Columbus Blue Jackets already with a pair of Vezina trophies in his trophy case. Columbus Blue Jackets goalie Sergei Bobrovsky looks like he wants to add another one to his collection. Thanks to his 35-save effort on Saturday night against the Arizona Coyotes, Bobrovsky was able to record his league-leading fourth shutout of the season. His save percentage after Saturday's game sits at .930, a mark that is tied for the top spot in the league minimum 15 appearances with Chicago Blackhawks goalie Corey Crawford. 8 in a row for the Kings. It wasn't easy, and they nearly let it slip away by giving up 2 goals in the final 7 minutes of regulation to send the game to overtime, but the Los Angeles Kings extended their winning streak to 8 games, with a 32 win over the Carolina Hurricanes. Tanner Pearson scored the game-winning goal in overtime. Vegas does it again. Speaking of winning streaks, the Vegas Golden Knights were able to keep pace with the Kings in the Pacific Division by winning their 4th in a row with a 53 win over the Dallas Stars. They have already put together 2 5-game winning streaks this season and have a chance to do it again. They are an expansion team. It is early December. They have a shot at 3 5-game winning streaks in their first season and are likely headed to the playoffs. This is all astonishing. Highlight of the night. The Colorado Avalanche blew out the Florida Panthers on Saturday night with a 73 win. It also produced the highlight of the night when Nathan MacKinnon cruised through the Florida defense and scored this absolute beauty to tie the game, 22. The Avalanche would score 5 more goals after that. He made that look easy. The Panthers were happy to help, it seems. Factoid of the night. If Mike Camilleri could play all of his games against the Montreal Canadiens this season, he would be unstoppable. His goal on Saturday night in Edmonton's 62 win over the Canadiens was just his 4th of the season. 3 of them have come against Montreal. In 3 games against the Canadiens with 2 different teams, the Los Angeles Kings and now the Edmonton Oilers, he has 5 points in those games. He has just 6 points against everybody else in the league in 22 games. Panarin offers another helping hand with his assist on the lone Blue Jackets goal. Artemi Panarin has now assisted on each of the past 6 Blue Jackets goals. He set up all 5 of their goals in the Blue Jackets' 53 win over the New Jersey Devils on Friday night. All 6 of those assists over the 2 games have been the primary assist on every goal. He is the Blue Jackets' leading scorer with 26 points in the team's first 30 games. He is 8 points ahead of Josh Anderson, the second leading scorer on the team. Scores Street. Louis Blues 6, Detroit Red Wings 1, Boston Bruins 3, New York Islanders 1, Edmonton Oilers 6, Montreal Canadiens 2, Tampa Bay Lightning 4, Winnipeg Jets 3, Colorado Avalanche 7, Florida Panthers 3, New York Rangers 5, New Jersey Devils 2, Toronto Maple Leafs 4, Pittsburgh Penguins 3, Columbus Blue Jackets 1, Arizona Coyotes 0, Vegas Golden Knights 5, Dallas Stars 3, San Jose Sharks 5, Ottawa Senators 0, Calgary Flames 4, Vancouver Canucks 2, Los Angeles Kings 3, Carolina Hurricanes 2. Adam Gretz is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at pitblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter at @agretz. The NHL's Department of Player Safety will have a couple of things to look at from the third period of the Boston Bruins' 31 win over the New York Islanders on Saturday night, as the Bruins were assessed a pair of major penalties, including one that was accompanied with a game misconduct. Let us start with the latter play. Bruins forward David Backes was ejected with just under 9 minutes to play when he was called for headbutting Islanders forward Andrew Ladd during the skirmish seen below. That is not one that you see get called very often, but it did get called here, and it ended up giving Backes an early exit. That came about 10 minutes after Bruins forward Brad Marchand was given a 5-minute major for interference when he hit Islanders captain John Tavares with a high, late hit. Video here via Chris Abraham. Tavares seemed to be a little shaken up initially but remained in the game. Marchand and the Department of Player Safety are quite familiar with one another, and Marchand does have a history of suspensions and fines throughout his career, so it would not be a shock if he ended up getting a phone call this weekend from the league for that hit. Marchand has become one of the best players in the league in recent seasons, a development that makes his repeated run-ins with the Dops all the more frustrating. Adam Gretz is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at pitblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter @agretz. 1 year ago, Cam Atkinson scored more goals than all but 7 players in the NHL. A little less than 1 month ago, the Columbus Blue Jackets rewarded him with a 7-year, $41 million contract extension. On Saturday night, when the team plays host to the Arizona Coyotes, he will find himself as a healthy scratch. It has been a tough year for Atkinson to this point, missing some time due to injury and then struggling to get back to the same level he played at the past couple of years. In 25 games this season, he has just 6 goals and 3 assists and has not recorded a point in 6 consecutive games. Blue Jackets coach John Tortorella said it was not a tough call, and that he thinks he is helping Atkinson by sitting him out on Saturday. "For me, it's not a tough call," Tortorella said before the game on Saturday, via the Blue Jackets' Brian Hedger. "Cam's a very important guy. If we're going to have any sniff at all of having a chance to play and keep playing, he has to be a huge part of it. I know people get all jittery about it. I look at this as part of the process to getting him back. Do you want to go down this road? No. As I said many times, it's easy to sit a guy out, but you've got to go through the other processes to try to help him. I think I'm helping him. You may think I'm crazy, but I do feel I'm helping Cam, and I'm going to continue to try and help him." Atkinson has been a 20-goal scorer in each of the past 4 seasons and really took a big step forward over the past 2 seasons. So it is quite likely his struggles early this season are more of a fluke, a rough patch, than anything to be overly concerned about long-term. It is also pretty remarkable that the Blue Jackets have been as good as they have been, first place in the Metropolitan Division entering play on Saturday, while getting so little from one of their most important players. Once Atkinson gets back to being himself again, an already strong team in the Eastern Conference is going to be just that much better. Related Blue Jackets bet big on Cam Atkinson. Adam Gretz is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at pitblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter @agretz. The Vegas Golden Knights have apologized for an ill-advised tweet made on Friday night in Nashville. The incident stems from a now-deleted tweet which the Tennesseans' Adam Vingan captured here, that suggested that members of the Nashville Predators media contingent were cheering after the Predators scored a goal, a no-no in sports journalism and in journalism as a whole. The tweet never named a reporter, and blanketed the whole Nashville media press corps in a single hit of the tweet button. The tweet led to another Nashville reporter, Jim Diamond of the Associated Press, and a member of the Professional Hockey Writers Association, to call for an apology and a retraction of the damning tweet. "I'm writing this on behalf of the Professional Hockey Writers Association chapter of Nashville as well as our entire media corps." Diamond's request read, "We take exception to the irresponsible tweet copied below. It's disrespectful to our credentialed media and we would like a public apology and retraction from the Golden Knights Twitter account." Diamond tweeted out what he sent to the Golden Knights, saying, "On behalf of the Nashville media, we thought it was important to request an apology and retraction from Vegas for their irresponsible tweet." Below is the copy sent to their media relations department. The tweet has since been deleted, and on Saturday afternoon, the Golden Knights issued an apology on Twitter. "We apologize for our comment that insinuated members of the Nashville media were cheering in the press box during our game Friday," the tweet apology said. "We have a great deal of respect and admiration for the press and the PWHA and are sorry that their integrity was called into question. We have addressed the matter with the PWHA and internally with our staff. This isn't the first time the Golden Knights Twitter account has found itself in hot water." Earlier this season, the Golden Knights tweeted out the lines of the Boston Bruins, all with female names. The Golden Knights didn't immediately apologize and retract the tweet, choosing to spend time mocking the New England accent, which only fueled the fervor. Eventually, the team sent out an apology for the poor taste of the tweet. The Golden Knights' Twitter account, to some, has been a breath of fresh air, away from the corporate mumbo-jumbo that some teams subscribe to. To each their own, really. Funny tweets are funny tweets, and the Golden Knights have had their fair share of them in their inaugural season. But attacking, and potentially jeopardizing the careers of seasoned professionals, crosses the line by a fair margin. Another tick in the poor taste column. Scott Billeck is a writer for Pro Hockey Talk on NBC Sports. Drop him a line at pitblog@nbcsports.com or follow him on Twitter @ScottBilleck.